Okay, I'm super excited to do this, and there is going to be a lot of information. So if you don't have a pen and paper, go grab it. Because I have an entire, like, we're gonna go just over everything that you would want to know on Instagram, from the very, very basics to like what your profile picture should look like and how to follow up, and should we do host a posts on Instagram. We're gonna do everything. Okay, so grab some notes, or grab some paper to take notes. But first, before we start, I want to hear from a few of my new distributors who just joined within like the last, some people were like 2 weeks ago and some people were like 2 days ago, who are already killing it. So first, Heather, you can unmute yourself. You guys, Heather is 24. She's from Michigan. She's a stay-at-home mom of 3. And she joined, I think, like, was it 2 weeks ago now? And she already got her 6 customers. And she's just freaking going on her own. So Heather, I want you to share how you got your first 6 customers. Oh, hold on.
Okay, I think we got it. I was like, it was not going to let me unmute myself. Okay, so hey everybody. I think Taylor pretty much did a good job introducing me. But yes, my name's Heather. I have 3 kids. I started this business because I wanted to stay home with my newborn daughter. Did not want to put her in daycare. My other 2 kids are off to school already. So, but yeah, I'm super excited to be a part of this company. I got my first 6 customers. I pretty much just followed Taylor's lead. Honestly, I did everything that she told me to do. I was very consistent. I did a lot of host to posts. That's where most of my customers came from. And some of them even when I was asking them to put up a poster like, hey, what product are you talking about? Like, give me some more information. And, that was a big part of it too. The more that you're consistent with it, and you have the same people coming back every time you put up like a giveaway post, and people are like, hey, I want to enter again. And that's where like that consistency starts to happen. And then honestly, like the one loyal customer that I got, we went to high school together, but we never like really talked. We were never really friends, but we're Facebook friends. And I think she was watching me for a little while, honestly, because she messaged me and she's like, hey, what's the deal with your products? Like, can I have your website so I can take a look? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And I was like, let me know if you have any questions. I'd be happy to help. And she kind of like didn't respond. So I kind of like left it alone. And then I got like a random notification like a couple days later, and it said Tiffany, placed an order. And then she texted me and she's like, hey, I just placed an order. And I'm like, okay. We didn't even talk about it, So, I mean, people watch you, like whether you know that or not. And I learned that very quickly. Like, I've only been here a short time, but I definitely noticed like people watch what you're doing. And as long as you stay consistent, they're interested.
That is so, so good, Heather. Thank you so much. She's totally right. When, even if people are not interacting in your posts and stuff, they are watching. And that's why Heather's been so successful, because she's posted from the very first day, multiple times a day, every single day since. So that's awesome, Heather. Good job. Mackenzie, you can unmute yourself. Mackenzie is 20, you guys. She's from Texas, and she has a 7-month-old at home. So tell us how you got, Mackenzie sold all of her samples. So she joined maybe 3 weeks ago now, about, and she sold all of her samples. And it seemed like it was on your own, Mackenzie, because I feel like you just texted me and you're like, oh, sold another sample. So tell us what you did. I unmuted you.
Okay. Well, all I did was the host a post, and I messaged everybody in my DMs and Instagram, even all of my contacts. And I had a friend of mine that has 3 kids. She wanted to lose weight like I did, because, I've gained a lot. I was 200 pounds when I was pregnant with my 7-month-old daughter. And I wanted to lose that quick. And so I was like, well, I have this product. Skinny Brew. You know, I like coffee, and she wanted to try it.
So you were doing host to posts for it? Were you putting up coffee
Yes.
host to posts?
Yes, I was posting about the coffee as well. And also, I did the before picture of, see, I was 144 before I got pregnant. And then I posted before when I was pregnant and after. And with the Skinny Brew, I am 168 now.
How long have you been using it?
So far for, let's see, 3 days so far.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Like, you guys get on the products right away. Start as soon as you get your samples in, or your order, your auto ship in, whatever it is, start using them right away and consistently, because you got when people see your own results, that is when they're like, oh, this is real. Oh, those other result photos that she posted before, those are probably not fake. Those are probably real because I see her getting those same results. So that's awesome, Mackenzie. Congrats on selling all your samples. Maddie's 19. She's from Illinois. She is a college student and server. So you are unmuted. Tell us how you have been so successful in signing people so far. She joined Monday night. So like 4 days.
4 days ago.
Okay, tell us.
I'm mostly successful because I followed everything that Taylor has said, doing host to post, texting all my contacts, having people like message me like what my posts are about and if they can get on it. And so mostly I've had a few of my family members order from me, some of my friends, but then I've also had people from like Georgia reach out to me from mutual friends and ask to buy stuff, and they have. So yeah, posting a lot has really helped me in just 4 days.
Yes, and so people that you don't really necessarily like know in person are purchasing from you already. Yes, that's why some new distributors will get started, and I always tell my new distributors to start by texting all your phone contacts, all your friends and family. Some people have a huge support system and they will get like 10 customers right away from that. Other people, they don't have any. And like maybe their sister buys and that's it. And that's okay, because guess what? There's like, I don't know how many, 7 billion people in the world, and you can reach all those people through social media. So you have like the world at your fingertips through social media. So you are not limited to just the people that you know. And you guys, I'm from Michigan. So Heather's from Michigan, but I live in California now. I've like never been to Texas where Mackenzie lives, and Illinois is just a random place. So like I don't know these girls who join, so you're gonna meet people who are from all over the country, maybe from other countries. Okay, so be open to that. All right, thank you guys. You guys are doing so good, and I'm so proud of you. Okay, I mute you, Maddie. Okay, let's get started on this Instagram training. So it's gonna be in depth, and I want you guys to put all of your questions in the chat as we go. No question is stupid. So like let me know in the chat and I'll answer them as we go. But first thing I want to talk about is just like the look of your Instagram. So you want your Instagram profile picture to be you, a picture of your face, or like your chest up so they can see you, because if it's a full body photo on your profile picture, you're really small and like nobody can actually see you. Okay, people want to know it's a real person. So make sure it's a picture of you and your face. It's bright, it's clear, it's crisp, it's not this like dark photo with this mean face on. Like you want to look happy and inviting. You want to invite people and welcome people into your profile, okay, or into your Instagram. Another tip is make it the same picture as your Facebook profile picture, because then when people are, because you're probably going to have suggested friends from your Instagram and then suggested followers from your Facebook, because Facebook and Instagram are owned by the same people now. So you want those people to recognize you on the other platforms so that they go friend you there and go follow you there and they see all of your stuff constantly. You want to be in people's face all the time, okay? Second thing is your bio. So I'm going to show you my bio. Let me share my screen with you 1 second. Okay. You guys can see this, right? Okay. Okay, so your bio, you want this to be like 4 to 6 things that you love or that are like all about you. What do you love? What are you going to show on your Instagram? Okay, so for me, I'm a wife and I'm a soon-to-be mama. I show that I'm drinking coffee every single day because I absolutely love our keto coffee. So I put a coffee drinking dreamer because if you actually read through my posts, I talk about my goals and I talk about my dreams a lot. I'm fit enough to adventure. So you're going to see me post random workout videos sometimes, and you're going to see that I like hiking. I love nature. We're always going somewhere, doing something outside. I love camping. You're going to see photos like that. And then just creating a life I want. So that just shows people like I'm living life on my terms. And I don't really want a boss and I don't want people telling me what to do. So, and then obviously it's like my location where I lived. So I want this to be like 4 to 6 things that you are going to post about every single day. So are you going to post about your kids? Well, then put your kids on there. Put that you're a mom, you're a girl mom, you're whatever type of mom. Do you love cooking? Are you going to show like your fancy dinners that you make? Put on there something about cooking. If you have a dog and you absolutely love your dog and you post about your dog all the time, put something about your dog in your bio. Okay. You want it to be all about you and the things that you're going to post about most. These little symbol things, you guys, I got these. If you just literally Google cool symbols, I think it's called coolsymbols.com. They have these symbols and you can just copy them and paste them directly into whatever, your bio, your captions, things like that. So that's where I got those symbols, okay? Next thing is I suggest putting your Facebook link on there. You don't have to, but I do suggest it so that if people are like, is this girl real? They can go to your profile, click on your Facebook, and it goes directly to your Facebook, and then they're like, okay, she is real. Public versus private. I'm private. You guys don't have to be public. A lot of people, new distributors, they join in the beginning and they're very nervous, like, I don't want to go public because I don't want certain people seeing my stuff. Excuse me. You don't have to be public right away. And I actually recommend that you don't go public until you've hit, I would say, almost 10,000 followers. Just because I mean, you get more features when you hit 10,000 followers. And unless you have a like beautiful feed and you're really great at your photos and your layout of your Instagram and everything, people are going to look at your profile or your top however many photos, your top 9 photos, and they're going to have 2 seconds to decide if they're going to follow you or not. They're going to see, and if they don't like it, they're not going to follow you back because they don't know you. They don't really care. Okay, so that's why I feel like I still have some work to do on my Instagram, and I'm at 7,000. So I'm keeping mine private until I feel like my layout and my pictures are like top notch, or I've hit 10,000 followers. Okay. Let me see if there's questions in the chat. 1 second. Yeah, we'll get to editing stuff. Okay. Oops. Okay. Next thing on my list is picture flow. So this means you don't want, okay, so right now I feel like my picture flow is bad because it's just like my pregnant belly everywhere. But when you look at your Instagram, you do not want it to be like the same photo over and over and over, like a selfie, or like the same pose, like a full body shot, full body, full body, full body shot, or you and your hubby over and over and over again, because it's just repetitive. You want to switch things up. So you can see here, like, okay, you can see I'm a wife. You can see I love coffee. You can see I like to adventure. You can see I'm going to be a mom. Here, I think I was talking about like my dreams in this photo. Those are my pillars. Those are the things that are in my bio, okay? So that's what you want to show in your pictures. So you want to change your photos up. You want to have selfies there. You want to have full body photos. You want to have photos with friends, and make sure your poses are changed. So let's say like right now, I mean, if you don't have a lot of photos saved from forever ago, you can only really take photos in your home right now because we're all quarantined. But make sure you're changing your angles up. Like, don't take photos only in your bedroom, because if you go look at your Instagram, you're going to notice the exact same things in the background the whole time, and it just gets repetitive. So make sure you're changing up the location in your house or outside in your backyard. You're changing up the angle, okay? For full body photos, you guys, I got this tripod off of Instagram, off of Amazon, for like $20, and it changed my Instagram game. Okay, so I really suggest getting a tripod off Amazon, $20. This is how I take all of my full body photos. Like if it's not a selfie, this is how I took it. Because I get super uncomfortable if my husband takes photos of me. I don't know, I'm like, I feel weird. So when he's like playing video games or sleeping or at work, I'm like using this. Now some of you are like, well, I don't have a lot of photos because I don't get ready every day, or don't like, do my hair and put makeup on every day. Listen, there's going to be like once every 2 weeks that you actually do get ready, right? That you put your makeup on and do your hair, hopefully like at least twice a month. Use those 2 days of the month as your picture day. Okay. So, you're going to get dressed, your hair, take 5 photos, change your shirt quick, go somewhere else in your house, take 5 more photos, change your shirt, grab a few products, grab a coffee mug, take 5 more, put your hair to the side, take 5 more, put your hair to the other side, okay, change it up. I will literally take like 20 photos, or more than 20 photos in one day, and then I can use those photos like forever. I'm reusing photos from last summer. Like, it doesn't have to be a recent photo that you took, okay? Okay. Just some tips on taking photos. When you're taking photos inside especially, natural light is really, really great. It's going to make your photo a lot clearer. It's going to make your skin clearer. It's going to make everything brighter. So if you have a window in your house, make sure when you're taking your selfie that you are facing the window and your phone is like to the window like this. You don't want to be the other way. You want this so that the light is coming onto your face. Okay, that's just a tip. And then use the timer on your iPhone. Okay, your iPhone has a timer. Set it as 3 seconds or 10 seconds. Even if you don't have that tripod, you can set it up on the windowsill, back up, sit down, whatever you want to pose, how, whatever, and use the timer, okay? Okay, good. Next thing is editing and editing apps. So when I first started, I used an editing app called Pick Tap Go, and I'll put it in the chat, Pick Tap Go. I think it's like $3 or $2 or something like that. And it just brightens everything. It makes everything clear. It makes it very crisp. That's what I used in the beginning. Then I just wanted something more. I wanted my pictures to flow better. And so now I use presets. So if you go on Etsy and type in preset, you will find tons of presets, and you have to buy them. And they range anywhere from $2 to like $50. All of the presets that I bought were like $5 and under. So you guys, what a preset is you purchase this like filter, and you load it into an app called Lightroom. Okay, and then I want to show you how I actually use it. So let me share my phone screen. Maybe. Oh no. Oh, maybe my cable is broken. Sorry, guys. Oh, here we go. Okay, you can see my phone screen? Yeah, okay. So that bottom left app, this is Lightroom, okay? So when you purchase a preset on Etsy, it gets sent to your email. There's instructions in your email on how to upload it to this app. Don't ask me how, it was a pain in the butt to do it. Okay, but now, once I've done it, look how easy it is for me to edit my photos. So these are all my photos that I have. And we'll just go to this one. I'm gonna undo the preset. Look at what this photo used to look like. Okay, it was kind of dark, like there's shadows. When I put the preset on, it totally brightened it up, right? Like no preset, preset, no preset, preset. Okay, and so I have a ton of presets on here, so like I can change however I want it to look. During the summer, I was using this preset a lot because it just went with like the colors. I took a lot of pictures outside. It just worked well. Now that it's been winter and I haven't been outside taking a lot of photos, I'm using like one of these. It doesn't look as good, I feel like, on this photo, but the photos that I've been posting lately, it looks better. So I've been using something else. But if you go look, I want to show you my Instagram. You just kind of want to find a preset that you like. There's not like a right or wrong one. But you can see like these are brighter and they look more like they weren't edited too much. Where if you go back, let's see, back here, they look more edited. To me, at least. I don't know if you guys can tell, but like I'm brighter as a person, I'm lighter. The blues really stand out. Okay, so you can kind of see the difference between these photos and then like my most recent ones are darker. Okay, so that is what I use. I use a preset. What is next on my list? Do you have questions about editing apps, taking photos, anything like that? Put them in the chat as we go. Okay, next thing I want to talk about is, so we know how to post photos, right? We know what our bio should look like and all that jazz. Now captions. You guys, captions are really important. And when you are captioning your photo, it doesn't necessarily, like the caption doesn't really have to go with the photo. Instagram, it's all about like what it looks like. I'm going to be honest. I feel like super, I don't know the word I'm looking for, almost like materialistic for saying this, but like Instagram is about beauty. It has to look good. Okay. It's not like Facebook where you can just like put some random stuff up there and it'd be okay. This has to really look good. So your photos have to be quality photos. Your captions though, so your photos are what bring people in. Your caption is what's gonna show people your business, okay? So you noticed on my profile or on my Instagram, I wasn't showing any of the products or anything like that. It was all me and my life. But when you actually go into my captions and you read, you're gonna see me talking about the business pretty much every other day. So a tip when you are writing your captions, write them in your notes section of your phone. So I'm going to just share my phone screen again. Or actually, I'll just share my notes because I have it up on my computer. So I have my notes in my phone. I have a folder labeled post ideas. And so literally when I am listening to self-development, or when I see a good quote on Pinterest, or I am scrolling through Facebook and I see a top leader put this amazing post up, I will stop what I'm doing and I will either copy her post and put it into here so I can use it later and change it up and make it sound like myself. Or if like a good quote or a thought comes to me, I will write out posts to use for later. So I have all of these posts saved, and you can see like there's so many of them. So if I am like, oh, I don't know what to post today, I can go back and like I've posted this before, but I can go post it again. You know, all of these things. Your story. I think this might be an example of my story. 2 years ago, I got engaged. We had to take out, instead of taking out loans, which is apparently normal, we wanted to stay debt free. So I talked about like my story and why I joined, and how I only wanted to make $200 a month. I have this saved in here. So now I can go back tomorrow if I want, and I can just copy this and use it again. Okay. You want your captions, you guys, to be motivational, inspirational, always positive. When somebody leaves your page or leaves your photo after reading your caption, you want them to feel good. Okay. Some people to follow who I really, really enjoy reading their captions are Cheyenne Knox. She's a really great one. You can, if somebody can put these names in the chat, that would be great. Cheyenne Knox. What's her name? Jade Hooper. Gets really, really real and vulnerable. Another one is Morgan Martin, or her name might be Morgan McIntyre. I don't know what it is on her social media. Courtney Bohr. Okay. Those are really great people to follow, and follow them on Facebook, follow them on Instagram, and then go subscribe to their YouTube channel, because all of those people are top leaders in the company, and they have so much to teach you. But read through their stuff, and like you can use their captions, obviously change it up to make it sound like you. You're not going to post exactly what they're saying, but I definitely get some of my captions from Cheyenne Knox, because she's got some really good quotes and paragraphs in there that I'll use and then put my own twist on it. Here we go. Cheyenne Knox is how you spell that. Okay. In your captions, you want to be talking about your goals. You want to be talking about why you joined and how this business is changing your life. Okay. You're dripping, it works into everything. So if you post a photo about your family and how you went to Disney World, talk about that, like whatever your normal caption would be, but then enter twice and talk about how you were able to go on that trip because this business is providing the extra money for you to do those extra things. Okay. As far as hashtagging, if you're public, hashtag. So that means putting like work from home, things like that. I just put it in the chat. If you're public, you want to do hashtags, things that are about you. So if you have, if you're obsessed with like pugs, hashtag pug, so that other pug people go to follow you. Hashtag work from home, hashtag work from phone, hashtag like dream life, money, fitness, like whatever, hashtag a bunch. If you are not public, it doesn't matter. Nobody can search the hashtag. You're not going to pop up because you're not public. Okay. So like, I don't do any hashtags because I'm private still. Next thing on my list is stories. Are we good with posting? So your stories, you guys, is where you are going to get probably the most interaction. And this is where you're going to sign the most customers, the most distributors. Stories is what people are watching now. Okay. Everyone's constantly watching people's stories. Yeah, they're still scrolling feeds and post on your feed every day, every other day. But stories are where you really want to be showing people you and your life. Somebody said to me once that your story is a 360 of your life. Like that is where You show everything. People get on social media to be nosy. They want to creep on you. They want to know what you're doing. They want to know what you look like when you wake up, and that they're not the only one who has terrible hair and, you know, look like crap when they wake up. Show it. Okay, be yourself on social media. Be yourself on your stories. So, you know, just some things that you want to show. First thing when you get up, show you making your skinny brew or your keto coffee, whatever one you're drinking, or your chai tea. Okay, show it every single day. Be consistent in it. Show yourself. You can set, you know what, I'm going to actually show you guys, because I did have some new distributors asking me how to put polls up. Oops. How to put polls up and how to record hands-free. So I'm going to go into depth here. When you're putting stories up, all you have to do is swipe left, and then you have your camera, okay? So if you swipe up, you'll be able to see your camera roll. And then if you have things that you want to post like this, you can go ahead and do that. If you are trying to record yourself making your coffee, what you do, oh, this is weird. Okay, you are going to, on the bottom, scroll all the way to the right. See, it says boomerang, layout, super zoom, hands-free. Okay, you can click that and it starts recording, and you can have like your hands completely free and be making your coffee and just have this set up, you know, in your kitchen somewhere, against the wall, on the windowsill, wherever it may be. You're going to see, like, I'm usually showing a hands-free video of me making my coffee almost every day. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're going to save these individually, because when you upload your videos, if you don't save them individually and then upload them one at a time, they're going to upload out of order. Okay, so save them individually, then go ahead and upload them one at a time. If you want to fast forward your video, so like you'll see, let me show you an example. Videos, how do I? Where's my videos? Did I pass it? No. Here we go. Okay. So let's do this one, for instance. This is a sped up version of a hands-free, okay? So what I did is I actually just recorded myself on my regular camera, and then I used an app called InShot. Okay, this is what the app looks like. Right here, it's this orange one. It's really easy to use. Okay, I uploaded the video there. I sped it up like 4 times. And then all I did was when I went to go upload it, this is what I did. Watch. I go to my videos. Let me find it. Here it is. It has this weird background. So I just zoom in. I use my 2 fingers, zoom in, and you can't even tell. And then I delete this last one because it doesn't matter. Okay. Then what you can do to make it more appealing is put music on it. Okay, so pick a song, put some music on it. You're gonna see me do that like every single morning. Now polls, you guys are wondering how you post polls. Put your picture up or put your video up or whatever it may be, and you guys can add text to it. If you click that little smiley face at the top, you can add a poll. So you'll see the poll right here. Whenever you are adding a poll, you guys, you have to use 2 positive answers. Do not say, do you want to try my coffee? Yes or no. You're setting yourself up for failure. Somebody rude is going to say no, and it's going to make you feel like crap. Okay, so don't say that. Always do 2 positive answers. So I would say something like, heck yes, send info. Or a lot of times I'll do send price, I'm ready. And a lot of people will say send price. And then I will just message those people and say, hey, I saw your vote on my poll about wanting some information on the coffee. Like, do you want more info or something like that? And then I'll tell them all about it first before I actually give them the price. Okay, what are some other things that you can do on here? You can put your location, obviously. Questions are a good one. So we'll talk about host to post in a second and how I really utilize questions. You guys, another thing about polls is don't just use polls for it works questions. Because if you do that over and over, it gets very repetitive and people are automatically gonna be like, oh, she's doing a poll about it works again, you know, and it's just like, they don't want to see that over and over. So make sure that you're also doing like fun random polls about your life. Like if you're going to go get your nails done or you're going to go get your hair done, put like the 2 photos that you're choosing between, like, oh, should I do this color or this color? Post it and say, you know, I'm going to get my hair done. Which one should I do, right or left? People love voting on that stuff. People love giving you their opinion. Okay. It can even be stupid stuff like, are you a morning person or a night owl? Do you like pizza or tacos? Do you like, you know, you see cats or dogs? Like, do random stuff like that throughout the week. Because number one, you're going to get a lot of people to vote on it. And what that means is you're going to get a lot of interaction. And Instagram then is going to think, oh, this girl's kind of important. And they're going to start bumping your posts up. So more people are seeing your feed, the posts that you are posting on your actual feed. Okay. And like I said, people just, they like to vote on polls. It's fun. Okay. Another thing is you want to be posting on your story throughout the whole day. So you don't just want to like load it up in the morning and then let it sit all day, because when I'm going to share my screen again. When you're watching stories, you'll see the first bubble. Look at this, is Cheyenne Knox. How fitting. We were just talking about her. She just posted that. This is her whole story. Okay, 6 hours, 5 hours, 3 hours ago, 45 minutes ago. Okay, she's the first one because she was like the last person that I'm following to post something. These people way back here, they haven't posted probably since like a few hours ago. And so realistically, if I'm going to go watch stories, let me go to the front, I'm going to start at Cheyenne because she's the first one on the list. And if I don't really like what she has to say, then I'm going to go to the next person and I'm going to start clicking through. I rarely ever get to the person who is way, way, way at the back. You don't want to be that person way at the back. You constantly want to be at the top of those people's stories. Okay. So that means that you want to be posting to your story like every 2 hours. That's my goal, is to do it every 2 hours. Okay. So coffee in the morning, something random later, some before and after photos. This is really where you want to put your before and after photos. Then you might talk about the business, post your dinner, post a good quote, post, you know, that you're on training. Whenever you get on Zooms like this, take a boomerang of the whole screen or take a screenshot if you're on your phone or whatever it may be, and show people that you are working this business, and that you have support, you have training. Because a lot of people, when they're deciding if they want to join this or not, they're really afraid that they're going to like be in it alone and they don't know what to do, and like they won't have training and all that. So show people constantly that you have so much training at your fingertips. Every single time you get on a Zoom, take a boomerang of it. Okay. Questions about stories. Oh, here's a random one. There are now different filters for stories. Okay. So I want to show you how to save these. I think it's really cool to do the same filter for your stories. And so what I mean by that is if I'm going to go upload this of myself, I'm going to swipe over to a filter. Oh, look how clear my skin is. My freckles are almost gone. Okay. And so you can use, like, pick a filter that you really like and use it over and over and over, because people start to identify you like with what your Instagram looks like or what filters you use. So like I use this one a lot. Well, I was using this one a lot, but I kind of have gotten lazy. So how you find those though is when you are watching somebody's story. So for instance, let's go back because I used it this morning, I think. Okay, I used it last night. So at the top, when I let my finger go, you're gonna see the name of the filter. It's called Coconut Cream, okay? If you are watching someone's story and you see that they have a cute filter, look at the top and click on whatever it's called, Coconut Cream. Click on that and it's gonna say, try it, save it, send to somebody, save it, okay? When you click save it, it then goes to the left of your, I don't know what that button is called, the button that you take the photo with, okay? So these are the ones that Instagram already has in here. These are the ones that you will find other people using and you can save them. Now, there's a way to like find those filters. I don't really know how, you guys. If somebody knows how, you can explain it, but I don't. I just see like bloggers using them and then I'm like, oh, and I go save it. Okay. Next thing. We talked about speeding up our videos. Okay. How do we make cute stories that show result pictures or maybe that show just like your story in general? I use 2 apps. One is called PicsArt. Let me type it in the chat for you. PicsArt. And the other one is called Over. Okay, you have to play around with it to figure out how to use it. It's not just going to be like, oh yeah, I know how to use it right away. Don't ask me how to use it unless it's something very specific. You have to play around with it. Okay, that is what I use to make everything that I post. Now, I don't make everything I post. I make things that have my face in it. Other than that, you guys, I'm finding a lot of my stories from top leaders, from our chat, our team page. If you go into our team pages and you go to albums, you're gonna find like coffee and greens albums, and they will have loads of stories on there that you can literally save to your phone and then upload onto your Instagram story. If I am following a top leader and I see them post like really great stories that show our coffee and greens with like a bunch of result photos, I'm going to screenshot it. I'm going to hold my thumb down so their name disappears and I screenshot those. And then I post them as my own. Okay, feel free to like use my stuff. If you see something that you like that I post, use it. I don't care. Okay, I'm here to help you guys. You're hopefully here to help me. So don't feel bad about, screenshotting my stuff and using it. Now, sometimes when something has been screenshotted over and over and over, it gets very blurry. So if you upload something and you see that it's blurry and you cannot read the text, do not post that, because people can tell that it's screenshotted and they know, and then it just looks bad. Okay, so if you see that it's blurry, obviously don't post that. Okay, next thing is growing your network. So we learned all about posting, yeah? Now we're gonna just go over growing your network. You constantly wanna bring new people into your Instagram. You cannot be posting to the same people every single day because you're gonna run out of people to talk to. So my goal is to follow 200 people a day. Now, if you are just starting out, you might get blocked after following 50 people. It's gonna say action blocked. That's because you've never really followed that many people before. But every single day, start following 50 people. And then next week, you'll be able to follow 75. And then the week after that, you'll be able to follow 100. Okay. I could probably follow like 300 people now a day and not get blocked. But every day is different. Sometimes I get blocked. Most of the time I don't, though, because I've found a number that works for me. Okay. So how do you find people to follow? What I like to do is when I first started out, I would go to like my best friend's page. I would go to the people who liked her photo And then I'll follow all of the women who liked her photo. I don't follow men, and I don't really let men follow me because I don't post about things that relate to them. Like, I don't, yeah. So now that I've done that and I follow all my friends' friends, what I'll be doing is as I'm scrolling through my feed, if I see a girl who has a really great profile, or I really like her photo, or I can just like relate to something that she's saying, I'll click on the people who liked her photo because they obviously think the same thing as me. They like this girl too. And then I'll go follow all of those people who liked her photo. I do that because I know that they're active. They use Instagram every day. Otherwise, they wouldn't be liking the photos. And I do that because we have something in common now. We both like this girl. Okay, so if you are somebody who is like a huge like yoga advocate, or if you like really love beagles or something like that, you can find pages on those specific things and then go follow the people who like those photos of those things. Okay, like there's this one fitness girl that I love her. I follow her stuff, and I will go follow the people who like her stuff because I love her. They obviously love her. So we've got to have something in common, right? Now we have to unfollow too. We can't just keep following people over and over and over, because eventually your following number is going to get bigger than your followers. So if you see right here, the followers, these are the people that are following you. You always want this number to be bigger than this number. This is who you are following. Okay. Why? It's honestly just like, if I'm following like 10,000 people and I have 1,000 following me, I look like a creep. Like, why am I following all these people if I don't have followers back? Okay. So how do you unfollow people? This is an annoying process. Now, listen to me very carefully. There are apps that you can download that will unfollow people for you. Do not download them because they will block your Instagram. They will delete your Instagram. Instagram doesn't allow it anymore. It used to be a thing where you could download these apps and it would unfollow the people for you who were not following you back. But Instagram changed the rules, and now if you have those apps downloaded to your phone and connected to your Instagram, you need to delete them because your Instagram will literally get wiped out. So now what I do, it's a pain in the butt, but once you do it daily, it's super fast. So I click on my following, the people that I'm following. And what you can do is there's a few things you can do. Number one, see that where it says sort by default and those little arrows, you can click those little arrows and you can put these in order from the people that you followed first all the way down to last. So if you click earliest, it's going to sort them from like whoever you started following when you very first got an Instagram. Okay. You can go through there and just start unfollowing people that you maybe aren't friends with anymore, that you don't really care to see their stuff anymore, that are not following you back. What I've been doing is I just go to this least interacted with section. If you click on it, it'll bring up all these people, and it says these are the people that you have least interacted with in the last 90 days. So typically, these people are not following me back, and so their stuff doesn't really show up on my feed very often, and then therefore I'm not interacting with them a lot. So how do you figure out if they are following you? Click on their profile, click on their following, and if your name is not at the top, then they are not following you. So she is not following me, so I'm going to unfollow her. And I go to this girl, I click on her following. She is not following me because Morgan is the first one. If she was following me, it would say Tay Pens. Okay, so I'm gonna unfollow. I'm gonna unfollow her. This girl, nope. Let's see if we can find one that's actually following me. But see, don't feel bad. Oh, this girl's following me. So this girl's following me. Great. I'm gonna go interact with a couple of her things. I'm going to say so pretty. And now I've interacted with her and I go to the next person. Okay, does this make sense? She's not at the top, or I'm not at the top, so I'm going to unfollow this girl. Following, not at the top, so I'm going to unfollow because she's not following me. Okay, the more you do this, the faster you're going to get. All right, I can get through this entire list super quick now. So what I've been doing is first thing when I wake up, I go to that list and I do the whole list. And I don't know how many people it is. It's probably like 50 people. I'll get through that list and then I'll do it again right before bed. I'll go through that list one more time. Okay. I would be careful not to do too many. Like, don't do that list that pops up several times because you can refresh it and more people will come up because you can get blocked pretty easily by unfollowing too many people at once, and then that sucks. Okay. All right, next thing is about messaging. So who do we message on Instagram? Everybody. Okay, if they're following you, then they're seeing your stuff. Okay. If they've been following you for a week, they should know what you're about because you're posting on your feed every single day about the business. And you're constantly blowing up your story about products, about what the business is doing for you, just about your daily life, about your kids, about your dog. So they should know who you are after following you for a week. So feel free to message them. Okay. What I like to do too is I'll go back like 3 photos. Because if I go back 3 photos, I know that they've at least been following me for 3 days. And I will go message all the people who liked my photo. If they viewed my coffee story, let's say that I had a video of me making my coffee, and then I posted 3 result photos. I'm going to go to that very last result photo, okay? Because I know that those people have seen all of them. If they didn't want to see it, they would just swipe past it. So I'll go to that last one, and then I'll message all the people who viewed that story. And I'll just say something like, hey, I saw that you've been viewing my coffee story consistently. Would you like some more information on my fat burning coffee? I'm absolutely obsessed with it. Something as simple as that, okay? One message that I really like to use, and I will literally just send this to my followers, is that. Another one, I just put it in the chat, you guys, so you can go ahead and copy it. Another one is this. And those are both for product models. Another one is, hey babe, I'm looking for a few more 90-day product models. Would you be interested at all? It's like so simple, you guys. You don't have to overcomplicate it. Go ahead and copy these and use them. Change the words up a little bit, please. I'm gonna give you one more. That one you'll have to change because it really relates to me in my story and how I believe it does. You'll have to read through it. Okay, so those are like my go-to messages that I'm using on Instagram. I don't really use those on Facebook. On Facebook, I'm doing host to posts, and that's where I'm actually getting the majority of my customers right now. But go ahead and copy those and save them for later. Okay, messaging, good. Next thing is following up. Following up is so important. So I heard this a few weeks ago, and it stuck with me so good. We do not message people to enroll them. Okay, the first time we message somebody, we are not going to enroll them. Maybe like 1 out of 100,000, you're going to actually enroll them on the first contact. But messaging is planting the seed. Okay, we message to plant seeds. We want to get in their head. We want them to know that we're there. Our stories and our posts and us following up with them, that is watering this seed, and that is what is going to harvest it. Okay, so there's a few following up methods that I feel like these are like my top go-to ones that I suggest to people. You have to find a following up method that works good for you. But for Instagram, if you're having a conversation with somebody and they seem interested in the product, one follow-up method that you can do is, let's say you're out and about because you're not always at home and have your calendar or your notebook with you. If they're interested, screenshot their profile. Okay. Then when you get home to your list, if you're a list person and you keep your follow-ups on a piece of paper, or maybe you keep them in your calendar, go to your screenshotted album in your phone and you can write down the names of all of those people who are interested. Okay, I would write down their actual handle. So like mine was Tay Pens, not Taylor Mitchell, because if you search Taylor Mitchell, there's going to be like a million. But if you search Tay Pens, there's only one. And so you know exactly who you're going to follow up with. So that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is saving things to collections. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Is this helpful for you guys? Are you guys learning stuff? I hope you are. Okay, so let's say that this person was interested and we had a conversation about coffee or something. See that like, I don't really know what to call it. It's like a bookmark at the bottom right of her photo. I'm going to click that and it gets saved to collections. And so then you can like make your own collections. Now I don't do this way, so you're not going to see anything here, but you can click that plus sign and you can say like coffee PDT, or you can just have a folder of PDT, or sorry, coffee PLC is what I meant, potential loyal customer. Or if you just want to have a folder of PLCs and a folder of PDTs. I tried it like forever ago and it just like didn't stick with me, obviously. Okay, so I'm going to unsave that because I don't know who she is, but you can just easily save it, put it in the PDT folder. Okay, does that make sense? That's a way. Another way to follow up with people, let's say like right now our Skinny Brew is BOGO technically, right? So let's say that you want to follow up with everybody who has been interested in your coffee, but you have sucked at writing names down. Okay, let's just be honest. It happens. You can actually go back to all of your old stories and see all of your old polls and who voted on those polls. Okay, so if at the top you click on your name, like where mine says Tay Pens at the very, very top. Nope, that's wrong. Don't do that. Go to the 3 lines at the top right, and you're going to click on archive. And then at the top, you can see your archived stories. So these are all past stories that you've ever posted. And then you can see your archived posts. We'll get there in a second, but let's start with stories. These are all the stories that I have ever posted, like ever in my life. Okay, so I can go back through these and look. Here's one that I posted about skinny coffee. So what I can do is, whoopsies, I can go back and see who voted, and I can go message that girl, and I can message that other girl, okay? Even though it's not currently on my story anymore because it was from April 2nd, okay? So I can go through these and let's see, okay, this girl was interested in lash serum. So I can click on the scene and I can see who voted. And I can go message those people even though this poll is from forever ago. Okay, does that make sense? Now, archive posts. Let's say our hair, skin, and nail supplement goes BOGO or something. Okay, we can go back and click on an old hair thing that you might have posted. Let's see when I posted this, January 27th. And I can go message all of the people who liked this photo and ask them, hey, I just wanted to let you know our hair, skin, and nail supplement went BOGO. I'm so excited. I have 6 more, spots, BOGO spots. Are you interested? Okay. How do you archive photos and why would you ever archive a photo? So you can see these photos are all things that I archived, and they are usually either showing product or they have big tacky words on them to get people's attention, like last chance to join $49. Okay. I have archived them, and let me show you how. If I wanted to archive, let's say this photo, I would click those 3 lines at the top right, and I would just hit that archive button, and it totally disappears from my feed. Okay, and it goes into your archived folder. So if you Like to end the month last month, to get the rank that I was wanting, I had to put up some more product stuff to get some more customers. So that's why I put this up. Normally I don't post things like this. Okay. But I put this up so that I could get some people who I knew were going to be interested. All these people, I messaged all of them. Okay. I actually signed 2 hair, skin, and nail people from this post, even though nobody commented. Okay. And then 2 days later, I went and archived it because I don't want this on my feed, because obviously, like, that's not me. Okay, I wish it was, but it's not. So I went and archived it so that it's no longer on my feed. But yeah, okay, does that make sense? That has helped me a lot when following up, because I'm not very good at writing people's names down. It's something I'm trying to get better at. Last thing that I want to talk about, I know this is long Zoom, you guys, but I'm like, this is everything on Instagram that I know. Post to post. Okay, so this is what I have been doing, and we actually can do it together right now, so I can show you exactly how to do it. Post to post on Instagram. I only do PDT host to post. Hold on, I'm in videos. Let me go to my recents. We have a giveaway going on, right? It's a $250 cash giveaway. So let me find the photo. Here it is. Okay, I made this on the app called Over. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just move it up. And I'm going to put this sticker on here, the questions one. And I'm going to say, hold on, what does it say? $250 cash giveaway. I'm going to say, drop a heart. Oh, let's do this one. No, I don't want to do that one. Sorry, I'm picky. Drop a heart to enter. Okay, so I'm just going to leave this right here. I'm going to put it on my story, and people are going to put little hearts in this box. Okay, and they're going to get sent to me. So then I'm going to go message those people who gave me little hearts, and I'm going to say, hey, to enter my giveaway, you just have to throw up a story, a picture on your story, and tag me. Do you want to enter? That's literally all I say. It's so simple. And they're like, sure, what's the picture? And this is what I send them. It's in my favorites, so I can find it super easily. And this is all it says. It says, now hiring, my friend Taylor is looking for brand reps wanting to earn money from Facebook and Instagram. You must be 18 years or older and have a smartphone. You can make $300 to $500 monthly. Text opportunity to, and it says my phone number. And then I have them tag my name in there big, so that, number one, I know that they posted it, because if somebody tags me in their story, it goes directly to my inbox, so I can see what they tagged me in. And so that their followers can then click on me on the tagged portion and go to my profile and see that, like, I'm a real person. And then they might go read through my posts. Okay. They might follow me first, obviously, and then go read through my posts and see that I make money from my phone. I get probably at least a text every single day that says opportunity. And I'm like, hey, did you get my number from Facebook or Instagram? I got it from my friend's Instagram story. Okay. And then I just tell them about the business. So I made this picture on the app called Over. Another one that I have looks like this. Okay. And then I have them tag me at the bottom under where it says opportunity. Okay. And so this one, they just DM my inbox directly. Okay. Those are that's the only host to post I do on Instagram. I don't do product models on Instagram. You can, I just haven't. I just like to keep it to PDTs, and then I do a lot of product host to posts on Facebook. Okay. Okay. That is like all I had. What kind of questions? Let's see. Hold on. I have a few. How will we know when there is a deal such as a Skinny Brew being BOGO? So, you know, there's deals by, number one, every single Sunday night, there is a Facebook Live video on Mark Pentecost's page. Mark Pentecost. He is our CEO. You need to go follow him on Facebook. Okay. Every single Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern. He, I just sent that to you, Caitlin. I'm sorry. I should have went to everybody, but he does a live and he basically gets you ready for the week. He tells you about the deals that are going to happen. He tells you about any product updates. He tells you, like, that's where you're going to find out all the information. Another place you can find the information is going to your website every day. Look at your website. It'll have the information there. Go onto your eSuite, your office, and the information will be right up top. In your team pages. Your team page is constantly being posted in multiple times a day, keeping you updated. And obviously stay in contact with your upline. Okay. That's how, Heather, that's how you started? You saw somebody post on their story? That's so funny. Didn't even know that. Okay, do you guys have questions at all? That was like everything I know on Instagram. I hope it was super helpful. I'll post this recording on my YouTube, and then you can watch recordings if you're like, how do you unfollow people again? But I hope this was helpful for you guys. And tomorrow there is a